Get over there where you can get over there where I can see everybody.
Thank you. I very proudly accept your nomination for State Senator in the 26th District. Thank you very much for coming tonight. Connecticut is in deep trouble. This year's budget was balanced by spending in the rainy day fund, borrowing more money, shorting our pension contributions, raiding the special funds like those for environment, and relying on federal stimulus money that's not yet appropriated in Washington. This has got to stop. But as bad as this year was, next year is really daunting. We're looking at possibly a $4 billion, some people actually think more, shortfall in revenue in the year that's starting beginning of next year, the middle of next year. That's almost 22% of the current budget. Those are huge numbers. And there are no good options. There are no silver bullets out there. Republicans will tell you, as Rudy said before, that all we have to do is cut spending, cut taxes, everything will be fine, small business will flourish, and the state will be wonderful. That is not credible. Some people in our party think we can simply tax the rich. But when their definition of the rich is primarily Fairfield County, I get to be concerned. We are not the ATM for Hartford. So very simply put, we're looking at painful times ahead until our economy actually recovers and job growth returns. So I can't tell you how we're going to address the problem specifically, but what I can tell you are the three principles that I will use in Hartford to address the problems we have today. The first principle is share the pain. The second principle is protect the weak. And the third is invest for the future. And what do I mean by those? Share the pain. There's going to be a lot of pain. 22% shortfall in the budget. There is no option but pain for us in the short run. So there are probably going to be layoffs at the state level and perhaps at the local level as well, and the money is not there. There are certainly going to be program cuts, and everyone has talked about us having a government that we can't sustain. We're going to have to look for places that we can cut. And there probably are going to be tax hikes, and I don't know which ones and where and how much, but we have to balance the budget. We have no choice. And at the end of the day, we can't simply cut our way out of this. So we need to be prepared for some tough times ahead. It's not a pretty picture. And it'll be made more difficult if we take the discipline choice and stop the borrowing to finance our current budget, which we have to do. We have to stop borrowing simply to meet current needs. But if we do those things, if we address the budget in a forthright way, we can, at the end of the day, come out of this stronger than we are today. It's going to be tough, but if we can take the pain in the short run, we will be better off in the long run. Protecting the weak. We can't allow our opponents to use the current crisis to dismantle the protections and services for the people who can't take care of themselves. We're Democrats. We are committed to programs that support the people who can't take care of themselves, and we must continue those. We'll need to do them smart. We'll need to make sure that they're targeted, that they reach the right people, but we cannot simply dismantle the protections that we put in place. That's not what we're about. Those people, the weak, have not caused this crisis. And we cannot balance the budget on the backs of the poor people and the people who can't protect themselves. So protect the weak is the second principle that I will stand for very strongly.